It's Jamie the D, the Mad Welshman. And, yeah, we're streaming Monster Prom today. Hell yeah! It's been so long. With me are three guests, and it will soon be four. Oddly, one of our guests appears not to be here yet. But yes, we currently have bman.
I'm eating my mouth.
What a good intro. I can see you're going to be classy at dates. Hazel.
Hello.
And Wakujuz.
Thank you for having me.
Joining us later will either be Steel Shin or Skippy Granola. And the general idea is that this is a cooperative visual novel in which I will be narrating some text, giving the players choices, and they will be dating one of these several heads that are going round.
Oh my god, I'm going...
Wait, are we going to be dating heads? That way we're going to be dating monsters.
We're going to be dating monsters, but those were the heads of the monsters.
Oh my god, we're going to date disembodied head.
So,
I love Bill Hollins.
So there are 4 players. We will go for a short game because I personally found that stretches out to about 2 hours. Ah, spooky high school. The sweetest years of our lives. Back then, we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless. Sometimes...
The stream went down for me.
Oh. It's... You might want to refresh.
Okay,
It's saying
go
it's...
on.
Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. So, I'm unfortunately gonna leave Skippy the sloppy fourths. Going in alphabetical order, bman. Choose your avatar.
Oh shit, this is pretty powerful. They're all pretty powerful.
They are all pretty powerful.
Give me the one on the left. He looks like he'd pet a cat.
Yeah. So, your name will be Custom, and that will be bman.
Lowercase. Thank you.
And your chosen pronoun.
He, him, his.
Okay.
I can do this.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh.
Okay. A new challenger has entered the arena. Hazel, choose your fighter.
The flame hair girl.
She is quite hot.
Yeah.
And
Something about the eyes.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, preferred pronouns.
Leave it at she.
Okay.
Let's do this.
And Wakujuz.
I'll have to pick the girl on the right. I like her energy.
Okay. And that's player 3, Avatar, blue. And player is congratulating Avatar on the match, choosing pronouns.
She's just fine.
Okay. And finally, we will have Skippy.
Welcome to the star, Freebirth.
Thank you for the follow, Grandma Potty.
Well as you run.
Weird for me to say this, because I'm kind of dirty-minded. It would be fucking hilarious if the Frankenstein-ish monster would have the pronoun they.
This is true.
Yeah.
It's interesting, yeah, you're right.
And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 2 weeks were left, And as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 8 most charismatic classmates. Side note, the DLC added 2 characters. Scott...
So it's 10.
Yep, no, it's 8. It was originally 6. Scott Howell, 21. A werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart.
Oh.
Miranda Vanderbilt, 19. A sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal.
Already selling me.
Polly Geist, 22? A party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. Damien LeVay, 21. A fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire.
Oh.
Damien for president.
Liam de Lioncourt, 4XX. A hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid the fact that he was truly a lovable dork.
I want to snap those suspenders.
Yeah. Zoe, forever? An eldritch cutie who went from endless deity of the dark realms to ultimate fangirl.
Of what?
Take a wild guess. Calculester Hewlett-Packard, version 1.0. A library computer who had become a sentient robot ready to experience life to its fullest.
Oh, that's adorable.
And Vera Oberlin, 23. A mean, self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 2 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 2 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart.
Question.
Yes,
This is high school, right?
college.
Oh. I thought they said high school.
I was wondering about the ages as well.
Since one of them is 23, I assume college. University. College?
Yeah, I know, but like, I was wondering, like, why were they all like adults? I thought this, like, the opening scroll said high school, right?
It might have done. But, as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start.
Maybe since they are monsters, they are still technically underage.
Well, I don't know. Okay, so here is your stat picking game. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever! All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more, we're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character's stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start! bman, if you could go back in time, what's one thing you'd tell your younger self? 1. I'd advise myself not to buy a time machine. Worst investment ever. They turned out to be the blockbuster of 2032.
Ooh, that's the pussy one.
I'd tell myself not to teach that robot how to fall in love. As romantic as it might have seemed ATM, it started the robot revolution of 2037. Way worse than the much more positive robot sexual revolution of 2043. Why should we assume silly younger me needs advice? I've grown up to have a fucking time machine, so I must have done something right. Fuck younger me, we're going straight to Woodstock, baby!
Woodstock, baby.
Hazel, same question. Not to buy, robot fall in love, or fuck it, Woodstock.
Well, if I pick the middle one, I can't date the CPU one. Might as well. The middle
Okay.
one.
Wakujuz.
I'd advise myself not to buy a time machine. Worst investment ever.
Yeah. And Skippy, well, Skippy's going to be at a mild disadvantage. I'm going to go random.
Is there another option?
No.
Oh, okay.
So, some of you got money, some of you got cool, and some of you got another stat. You get the chance to produce a movie. It's based on... Whoop. The most influential Russian novelists of the 19th century?
19th century.
Oh,
19th
century. Have gone nuts. They don't remember anything about last night, and now they can't find the manuscript of the Brothers Karamazov. And Dostoevsky has to deliver it today. Something about superheroes, but with a love triangle between a beautiful yet somewhat relatable girl. Maybe she's always stating she's a mess. And two of the super hot superheroes, which are also like vampires or pirates or both. Instant hit. Two cool guys walking away from rad explosions, and they don't look at the explosions. They don't give a fuck about the explosions. They reflect on life and love, but it's super dope and kick-ass because they do so walking away from never-ending explosions.
Never-ending explosions, baby.
Hazel!
Let's go for the Twilight reference. Just for shits and giggles.
Wakujuz!
I'm a sucker for superheroes. Give me the love triangle.
And Skippy will go for the Brothers Karamazov. Which was the fun one? I don't even. Now, this one, I'm not gonna spoil it, but, this one will give you an extra boost to certain partners, but I'm not gonna tell you who. What would be a killer accessory? A fabulous purse made from the skin of your worst enemy. Coolness itself. Fancy brass knuckles. Sailor Moon's magic wand. Logitech G560, the best RGB gaming speakers. A necklace with your own name, in case you forget.
Fancy brass knuckles.
Hazel.
I'm torn with the necklace or the wand. Sailor Moon wand.
Sailor Moon's wand. Wakujuz.
I'll take the purse made from the skin of my worst enemy.
And Skippy will take, coolness.
Itself, okay.
So, if you were a product, what would be your slogan? Objectively better than the other options. Extra flammable. For fans, by fans. I command you to enjoy me. Buy me. I'm good. Or be ready for a long trip together.
Sure, give me a be ready for a long trip together.
And Hazel.
By me, I'm good.
And Wakujuz.
Objectively better than the other option.
Sass.
Skippy's a big softie, so. Oh, that's the poly option. Oh my.
That's what?
I've accidentally given Skippy a head start with Polygeist.
Oh.
Wow.
Twice? The two options you picked were for her?
All right.
I think so. Okay, so I'm gonna start by laying out some ground rules. Each of these places gives you one stat. You don't yet know what it is, but I can tell you if you go there, before you go there. And I have here the stats you need. I'm not going to tell you the numbers, but if you want to pursue someone, I will let you know which stats you should be going for.
And okay, from what I remember from my options, it was either the wolf guy or the squid girl.
Well, B-Man's turn is first, so B-Man, is there anyone you're after?
The ghost or the mermaid?
Okay, so Polly is boldness and fun. Well, duh. And Miranda is charm and money.
Sorry.
You're kind of good in both of these, but remember that failing an option will, well, decrease a stat. Oh!
Oh, what?
We have a Skippy inbound.
Really?
So, the classroom is where you... Hey! Skippy Granola! I didn't properly introduce Skippy Granola. This is Skippy Granola. He's a good fit for Monster Prom because he knows all about getting wood.
Yep.
Sounds like a fantastic.
I've staked my fair share of pale people. Happy Friday!
Happy Friday, everybody. So, B-Man is going first. After this turn, there will be a shuffle mechanic, and it will be a thing. But for now, do you want to go for boldness, fun, something else? The shop to spend your money?
I feel like I need to buff my boldness a little bit.
Okay. I believe boldness is the toilets. Believe it or not.
Do I have to take a really big poop?
That day, you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn.
Awesome.
By skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms.
Yeah!
You
That's
give...
one way to start.
You give no shits, but you gain +2 boldness.
Ironic for the bathroom.
Yeah. After every choice, there is an event. Later, you see Damien packing a bag. I'm going away for the weekend! To detention. I have fucking detention again. Why? Just because I rigged the teacher's lounge door with booby traps that poured silky piss on whoever opened it? I mean,
That's really powerful.
I didn't even set anything on fire this time! Let me spill the tea. This school is strict as fuck. Anyway, just brainstorming some ways to keep things entertaining beyond fucking ditching. So, your choices are based on stats, and usually it's pretty obvious what those stats are. So your choices are, do it, just fucking ditch, do it! Or, cross-species economic and social barriers to make lifelong friends with a diverse group of students in detention and find out through silly dancing that you're not so different at all.
I want to be this dude's friend, but at the same time, like, I don't want to get into his pants. Is that weird?
Yeah. I mean, it's not weird, but...
Damn it.
This one, what the stats correspond to is pretty easy.
Yeah, so boldness is thing, and what would the bottom one be? That'd be smarts.
That sounds right?
I have a lot of smarts.
You do.
Yeah, you
Okay.
kind of need boldness to even it out.
Yeah, you're right. I do need boldness.
So bold! Damn! Why didn't I think of that? I mean, I just did, but I didn't consider it as a serious option. If I skip detention, what are they gonna do? Give me detention? I can do anything. Make a bonfire out the desks, jerk off into the potions, and I'll just skip detention forever and wreak as much havoc as I want. Fuck yeah, havoc!
Dude, that's amazing.
Well, this stuff is social
Okay.
media.
Well,
Okay, we managed to ditch one of the prom. Great.
you may have created a monster, but at least he's your monster. You gain +2 smarts and +1 boldness.
We
And
will be bros forever.
Let's do this.
it is Hazel's turn. Which cutie are you wooing?
Let's go with the shot off.
Which one?
The tentacle one. Isn't she supposed to be shot off?
Oh, sorry, you're gonna have to,
Sorry, the mic was off center.
Oh, right.
I'll go for the shock off.
Okay, so Zoe, you need creativity and charm, which is an uphill struggle. I will tell you that the gym is charm, believe it or not. And the theater is creativity.
Charm and creativity. Well, I need to start working on the charm first.
Okay. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain +2 charm.
Nice.
You were going to help Zoe with her math homework after, but you notice her surrounded by a crowd of sinister cloaked figures. She seems pissed off about it. Guys, stop it! I don't want any dead goats! I'm at school!
We must commence the rituals.
We understand you perfectly, Lord Zagord. This is a test! We must bring you even more dead goats to satisfy your dark hunger. What? No, that's the opposite of what I said, and I don't go by Zagord anymore. I'm Zoe, okay? Z-O-E. Can we take a rain check on that study session, Hazel? I can't stand to be around these jerks. Zoe brushes past you on her way out. The cultists stare at you with unconcealed awe. Well, okay, it's concealed by their terrifying masks, but still.
All hail Zagord.
Zagord addressed you by name, and you did not go mad with pleasure. It addressed... I don't know. It addressed you almost as if you were an equal. It passed within inches of your frail mortal frame. And what's more, it mentioned rain. Could it be that it was referring to the fabled storm of cerebrospinal fluid, which will one day come to clench all sanity? Brothers, sisters, bow down before Hazel, for she is clearly the prophet of Zagord.
Can I punch them in the face and say, the prophecy told me so?
Please, O prophet, guide our worship, for we have noticed of late that our Lord appears dissatisfied with our sacrifices. The blood of many goats once pleased Zagord, and yet now we do not understand what has changed. That's pretty obvious.
Chicken. It's low fat.
Perhaps, given your special relationship with our incomprehensible master, you could suggest a new sort of sacrifice that would please it. Fuck it. You've got nothing better to do. You decide to be a prophet for the day. You tell them what they should really be sacrificing. It's important to learn from your mistakes, so sacrifice another goat, but write, "We're sorry" on the side.
That is so funny.
Or sacrifice your own harmful prejudices.
Oh god, if I was going to go.
Really good.
Full prejudices. Oh god, I'm torn between the first one for the comedic effect or the second one for it's just to tell them to fuck
I
off.
know, right?
Oh god. I assume the first one will just piss her off.
Maybe. They're all based on stats, by the way.
They just up a stat, no bad.
No, there are bad things if you choose the wrong option. The wrong option is a low stat.
Okay.
Also,
Hey.
may I add, fucking groupies, right?
Yeah. I wanted to punch them so hard. Sacrifice your own harmful prejudices.
So
Damn dirty
blasphemous.
You are so creative! But our harmful prejudices are precious to us. They're how we remain reliably unpleasant. The better to unplease the gourd. Maybe that's how it was with Zagord, you explain, but so he's got an entirely different set of standards that don't involve being a bigot. Ah, your wisdom truly is subtle and deep. Very well, bring out the prejudices!
Yes, stab yourselves in the eye is, I assume you have one on the mask?
One of the cultists steps forward with a steel-banded box stained with blood and scorched by fire. You're not sure exactly what's inside, but it smells pretty racist.
Oh goody, they burned grandma.
Why do they? What?
Now, bring out the vat of acid we always carry around.
Always good to
Why?
have. Always good to have, in case you want to dispose a body.
Where were they keeping all this stuff? Those robes must be really roomy. Now dissolve the prejudices in acid. Go on, do it! The box dissolves, with a sound like 1,000 grandmothers disapproving of your gender identity.
I nailed it.
Ah! We are suddenly unprotected from new and radical ideas! The revelations are flooding in! Could it be that we have been jerks?
No.
Alas,
The thought.
it is true! And it is true also that our Lord demands from us one further sacrifice. It is the greatest sacrifice of all. We must sacrifice the past!
Man, that's hard.
Man, that's hard. You need a time machine.
The name Zagord is gone, perished along with the dark timeline that gave it birth. Here and now we rededicate ourselves to a new cult. The cult of Zoe. Wow.
Yes.
That,
Starts by bringing anime.
yeah, that worked way better than you expected. Maybe you can dissolve the prejudices of other bigots in acid too. Or maybe you can just dissolve the bigots in acid. Either way, you gain +2 charm and +1 boldness.
Let's go.
Yay!
Wakujuz, who are you wooing?
Well, the best part about this is I hadn't heard about this game until about 2 hours ago, so I have no idea what's going on. So we're just
Same.
gonna go about this.
Welcome to the club, dude.
Looking at my stats, though, I am decidedly not charming enough.
No, you are not very charming, but it's okay, you've got 2 weeks to work on that.
Well, then we need to build our charm. There's no way in hell I'm going to woo a prom date with a charm or two.
Well, not all of them require charm, and also, if a player moves into a room which increases a stat, that's out for the turn. So your choices are smarts. Going to the library to earn some money, usually by scamming people, or the auditorium where you can be creative. Oh, and fun. Fun. I forgot fun.
Where do you go
Gotta
for
get down on
fun?
Friday.
Where do you go for fun? Oh.
I think then we need to increase our creativity.
Okay, auditorium. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you figurative oral sex. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards.
We are in high school.
You gain +2 creativity. You find Vera sulking backstage. She notices you standing there, waiting for an exciting event to happen. Wow, that fourth wall is pretty thin.
Yeah.
Are you in this disaster? I hope they're at least paying you. Not you either. Lord, what a waste of a financial opportunity.
Rich, I'm already rich.
I have
She
to
looks-
admit... Yep.
She looks like Vraska from the MTG. Just saying.
Even I can't decide how to profit on it. The school won't sign off on a VIP lounge, a cash bar, or a toll booth in front of the bathrooms. It's almost as if theatre isn't an incredibly lucrative industry after all. But that's preposterous. There must be a way. Bets! Very rigged bets. The hero goes down in the second act. Just buy the play out and force them to use product placement.
Yeah, he's a really good.
Oh, I absolutely love the sheer corporate heft of that second one. So we're just gonna buy them.
Yeah, I was going to go for that too.
You show Vera a slick PowerPoint presentation about potential brand synergies and onboarding metrics. Props, you say? That sounds like a marketing opportunity if I've ever heard one. We can get the broadswords from Royal Vanderbilt Tridents, dressing room mirrors from Nosferatu Cosmetics, and the Grand Banquet from Scott's Sandwich Stand. And as for costumes...
That's a lot of good companies.
Yeah?
The naming is really, really good.
I believe Polly once crocheted a pile of clothes while on spectral meth.
It's better than regular meth because it has ghosts in it.
You picture Hell's Knights in crochet armor, wielding tridents with makeup done in front of mirrors that don't work, eating hot dog sandwiches. Yep, this'll go well. You get +2 money and +1 fun.
Sure.
Accidentally more fun.
Mr. Skippy.
Zombie granola.
Zombie Granola, are you going for smarts, money, or fun?
All right, where am I sitting? Wow, I'm a bright little fella. Look at that.
Yeah, like,
Oh,
everybody seems to be super goddamn bright.
I got bright. Oh man, I'm not the smartest guy in the room. Library.
You can correct that.
Let's do some zombie scams.
Oh yeah, zombie scams.
Zombie scams. Let's do some drifting.
That day, you spent some time on the library's PCs, sending malicious spam emails in the hope of stealing other people's money. That was unwieldy. It doesn't sound very nice, but who's really the one to blame if they respond to such a blatant scam? You...
They had it coming.
Well, I know a couple of douches that would fall for that particular line.
You...
Excuse me.
You lose -10 karma, which isn't a stat in this game, so who cares? And you gain +2 money.
Cha-ching.
Oh, right. Okay. Apparently everyone else is a little quiet. So I am gonna see if I can up Discord some. Or otherwise... Boop.
Hey,
Okay.
you should ask her for some spectral meth.
So, funnily enough,
Why don't you go dip those prejudices in acid, buddy?
funnily enough, Mr. Skippy, important FYI, you already have some hearts with Holly from the quiz questions I answered randomly for you.
Who's Holly?
Polly. And that's,
Ghost.
yeah, that's the ghost girl in front of you.
She's a ghost.
Yep.
Okay.
And her stats are boldness and fun. I'm not going to tell you how much you need, but if you wish to woo, the lady who can best be described as party up front, party in the back, party on the sides, party in the walls, party on the floor, party, party, party.
I do like the party.
Then, yeah. By the way, sound balance better? Or, well, she is a very thirsty ghost. Hey, Skippy darling! It's me, lovely fan favorite Polly. You know, Oh! Secret ending beginning!
What?
What?
One of the ground rules is I can warn you if a secret event is beginning. I won't tell you how to finish it, although mostly it involves just not fucking it up. But
Fuck it up. Fuck it up. Fuck it.
you have started a secret ending with Polly. Let's see if you can land it. You know, I wasn't always a ghost. Yeah, this is about to get real. Hear me out. I used to be alive, but I died with, like, unfinished business. Now I gotta live forever like this until I finish it. And you might ask, what's your unfinished business, fan favorite lovely Polly? I guess I can tell you. I never did a reverse Romanian Wilkinson.
Is that a sex position?
You know,
Yes, it's
sexually. Don't get me wrong, I love being immortal and walking through walls and shit, but my soul will never truly rest until I do that freaky sex move. Oh, well.
Wow.
I suppose it wouldn't be that hard to get someone to do that.
I've done that loads of times. Just name a time and a place and I'll reverse all over your Romanian Wilkinson. Or throw a smoke bomb and escape while leaving a replica of yourself. That should buy you time to figure out what a reverse Romanian Wilkinson is.
As a zombie, the structural integrity of my corporeal form is suspect at best. I'm smoke bombing out of there. What if it damages me?
You are so creative. You throw the smoke bomb you save for these situations. You swiftly hide, leaving behind an exact replica of yourself made out of macaroni and Play-Doh.
Why did you do that?
Macaroni granola.
Whoa, Skippy, I don't know if it's just me or all the smoke I'm inhaling, but you suddenly seem more attractive. You look just like someone who knows how to enjoy a good reverse Romanian Wilkinson. Perfect. Your plan is working just as intended. Until Polly pats your replica on the shoulder, making it fall to the ground where it tragically breaks. Ha! Suddenly turning into a load of macaroni. Classic Skippy! Not gonna say anything in reply. Whatevs. What if we go full reverse Romanian Wilkinson on prom night? You bring the supplies, I'll bring all my sexpertise. You know what I'm talking about. See you soon. Ooh.
I'm so confused.
She totally phased out after talking to what is clearly a bunch of macaroni. Let's not judge that. The important thing here is that you might have gotten yourself tickets to the wildest night of your life. But what the fuck is a reverse Romanian Wilkinson and what are the supplies? For now, you at least gain +3 fun, which gives you a serious in with Polly.
Oh god.
Trading places time!
Wilkinson in.
This will determine your turn or the next turn. Everybody chooses an activity. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the players before clicking. bman.
What are my options?
Sorry?
What are my options?
No options, just pick one.
How can I pick one if I don't know what I can pick?
An activity you like.
Backflipping.
Backflipping. Hazel.
Miniature painting.
Miniature painting. Skippy.
Reverse Romanian Wilkinson.
Damn.
I don't even know what that is.
and Wakujuz. Reading. Player order is decided based on how weird yet interesting your next Tinder date it would be if it revolved around doing this activity together. Well, I think we can agree that Skippy goes first.
Oh dear lord.
Figure this shit out.
So, backflipping, reading, and miniature painting. Who's
I've been
second?
cursed for being mundane. Backflipping.
Backflipping?
Backflipping, definitely.
Reading... I mean, reading or miniature painting, we can argue either can be spicy.
Miniature painting has to be the dullest thing I've ever heard of for a date.
Yeah.
What if you paint them in the nude?
That spices things up.
So spicy.
Okay, it is lunchtime of week 1, and as before, if you pick something that someone else was after, you cock-block them. And Skippy goes first. Who will you sit with? Polly and Damien? Scott, the goodest boy, and Miranda? Or Calculester and Damien? Or Vera and Zoe? Honestly, nobody's going for Liam, so it's pretty safe to go for Polly.
Yeah, no, I want to find out what that thing is. Curious. So I'm gonna sit with the ghost.
Liam and Polly aren't alone at their table. They're flanked by 2 beefy hobgoblins in school security room uniforms. What, do these 2 have bodyguards now? They aren't bodyguards, they're food guards.
In case of food attacks.
Principal Giant Spider found out we weren't eating during lunch, so he assigned guards to us because he thinks we have an eating disorder.
And we do have an eating disorder. It's called being dead. Except it's not an eating disorder, it's an identity and a lifestyle.
Death style.
Whatever. The point is that they won't let us leave until we've eaten our food.
Which will be never.
And I have a meeting of the Smug Superiority Club to conduct next period. I can't be late!
Oh
It-
god, it's probably president.
If you could just figure out a way around these food guards for us, I'd be super grateful. Like, in a sexy way.
Well, you can't say no to that. Time to enact your fiendishly clever plan. Dump all of Polly's food onto Liam's plate, or dump all of Liam's food onto Polly's plate.
I'll go for the obvious.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
Liam
mean,
doesn't know what a reverse Romanian Wilkinson is, even though he's probably a vampire and thus from Romania.
yeah, and on top of that, he is a nerd. With all the deafness and raw sexuality of Indiana Jones, you empty Polly's food on Liam's plate and his lap. Ah!
Oh no.
Stop that! It's too much food! I can't even artfully arrange it for a decent food pick!
Meanwhile, I seem to have eaten 100% of the food on my plate. No problem. Nothing to see here.
Luckily for you and Polly, the hobgoblins are complete idiots with no object permanence. They instantly believe Polly's lie.
They're like babies. Oh, little
Oh
man.
my god.
You
Poor guy.
traitors! I thought we were in this together.
You thought? That was your first mistake. I stay high all the time, so I never think.
I stay high all the time? Okay.
You and Polly ditch the cafeteria, and then ditch school, and then do so many drugs you end up in a ditch. So responsible.
I want to point out that in this table there was a vampire, a ghost, and a zombie.
Undead solidarity, yo. Okay, so next up was
B-Man.
B-Man.
Yes, give me the mermaid.
Okay, talking to Miranda and Scott. Finally! You arrive at Scott and Miranda's table to find Scott happily chowing down, while Miranda stares horrified at her tray. What's wrong, Miranda?
Yuck. Isn't it obvious? Right here on my tray. Fish sticks!
Yeah, Fish Stick Fridays! Isn't it great?
It is not great, Scott. The fish are my subjects. This is clearly work of the air people.
Air people?
Yes.
I love the look on his face.
Do you not know of the air people? The merfolk's most hated rivals? Don't you read the news?
Yeah, sure, 'cause I totally know how to read.
What?
Poor guy.
Well, I must insist that you cease eating those fish sticks immediately. It's high treason.
Aw, but I've been looking forward to Fish Stick Friday since last Fish Stick Friday. Are you sure I can't eat any?
He's asking Miranda while holding a fish stick really close to his mouth, but you feel like you've got a better answer to settle this argument. You blurt out, "Haven't you heard, Scott? Fish sticks make you worse at sports. They contain ball-droppinol and nerdoflavin. Fish sticks contain absolutely no fish. It's all garden snails and food-grade plastic. Scott can eat as many as he wants."
Yeah, let's go with the ball droppinol and nerdoflavin.
What makes you believe he understands those two words?
Oh no! Not nerdoflavin and ball-droppinol. Those are two of the worst ones! Do the air people want me to be bad at sports?
Of course they do, Scott. The air people hate sports and sportsmen. It is one of the most loathsome things about them. Aside from their feathers and their socialism.
Monarchists!
Well then, I'm not gonna eat any more fish sticks ever again. Fish Stick Friday? More like fish stick... fish stick...
By day?
Yeah! Man, I gotta go tell the rest of the wolf pack about this.
Scott runs off to spread anti-air people propaganda, and Miranda gives you a most regal smile.
Let's do this!
Hazel!
I really hope the wolf pack isn't even his band.
I mean, poor Scott. Thing is, I love him. I love him so.
Which the one on the left, honestly?
That is the shopkeeper lady.
Oh, okay.
The shop will open next turn, by the way.
Oh, okay. Let's talk to Zoe.
You approach Vera, who is conspicuously cutting up an enormous stack of credit cards and feeding the pieces to her snakes. Zoe is sitting across the table, staring intently at Vera, and frantically scribbling into a notebook. "A little privacy, please. This is obviously a business luncheon, which means that it's a write-off." Zoe's longest purple tentacle creeps an inch closer to Vera. Then Zoe scoots her whole chair a little closer. Back up. I bite.
Interesting. Are you even listening to me? This is a life or death situation for you, dork. Not what I would have expected. Damn it, Zoe! Besides my obvious beauty, entrancing charm, and tremendous wealth, what are you looking at? Oh, it's not obvious?
Zoe flips over her notebook to reveal a massive chart of Vera's snakes, and all of the different ships between them. There are so many arrows and symbols and snakes that you're worried she might actually be summoning some kind of fanfic demon.
What?
That's hilarious. He's fanficking the snakes.
At first, I was really into my main ship of front left snake with back center snake. They just have a really natural pairing, you know. But then I started thinking about the rivalry between all three front snakes and how it could be this kind of triangle rivalry hate sex kind of thing. Zoe, And honestly, that just really got me into questions about the rules of the Snakeverse. Like, can they get married? Can they move positions on the head? Do they have tails that are inside your head? And Zoe! Vera, you just have to tell me. How do the snakes poop? I have to know! That is enough! You are hereby banished from this table. Go ship my snakes from a safe distance before I get a restraining order, you little purple disaster!
You decide to intervene because 1, you care about your friends. 2, you don't want to see them kill each other. And 3, you've been wondering about the whole snake poop thing yourself.
That is a very important question. A fundamental one, if I might say.
Vera, maybe knowing the allegiances, preferences, and sentiments of your snakes could be the ultimate trick for the silkiest, most dangerous hair ever. Zoe, I think I've stumbled on the ultimate Vera shipping chart. Look, Vera's hair, and Vera, X being left alone.
I feel like the second one is the obvious one for Zoe.
I think that's actually gonna be Snark against Zoe.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Oh.
Well, we'll give it a go. I mean, the worst that can happen is you have to regain some hearts is you don't get a heart for Zoe and you get one for Vera.
Wait, let me reread this, so you maybe knowing the allegiance.
Actually, no. Suggesting a nonsensical pairing now that I'm looking at it. Second one.
Knowing the allegiance, preferences, and sentiments of your snakes could be the ultimate trick for the silkiest, most dangerous pair ever. This is basically a compliment to Vera. Vera.
Yeah.
And the second one, I think they stumbled to the
Honestly,
ultimate.
like, Zoe just seems that anti-minded nuts that the second one would probably be her thing, because honestly, I'd buy it.
Okay. Well, let's go for it. Nope.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Aww.
Whoa, shipping Vera with the abstract concept of being alone?
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Is that even possible?
It's the ultimate match, I assure you.
Wonderful.
So simple, yet so genius. Well, I won't stand in the way of true love. Do you mind if I fan art this?
Go ahead. I'll invoice you for usage of my likeness, and I'll take a 99% cut of any gross merchandising, and international signing rights for the visual design of the abstract concept of loneliness.
I'll get started right away.
You manage to get Vera some alone time, and you get her another licensed property in a mercilessly milk for cash. You monster.
That has been quite pleasing.
I'm sorry, Hazel.
No problem. I was guessing that one too.
I suppose you're not totally useless. Keep it up and I might decide to learn your name.
Let's go.
Oh, fuck off.
And finally there is Wakujuz, who has the choice of the shopkeep or Calculester and Damien.
I'm kind of curious what the robot has to say.
Friend
I love his shorts.
They are good shorts. And his goggles.
Friend Damien, I am having trouble getting a positive ID on the objects in your possession. Would you declare their components? Sure thing, Robo-Bro. What I have here is a can of gasoline, a lighter, and the grin of a madman about to set a cafeteria table on fire!
Oh dear
I
God.
love this guy so much.
I comprehend now. It would seem to me that the most logical extrapolation is that you are about to set a cafeteria table on fire. Damn, Calculator! How much smarts must you have to figure that mystery out? My intelligence cannot be calculated using your overly simplistic methods. However, my morality module indicates that setting a cafeteria table on fire is not within the bounds of acceptable school behavior. In fact, it seems to me in my metaphorical but not literal heart that it is not nice. Did I say that it was gonna be nice? No! I said it was gonna be awesome! Running back conversation to check for phrase gonna be awesome. Error. Phrase not found. No,
Rude.
friend Damien, you never said it was gonna be awesome.
School.
I didn't need to. It was implied in the grin of a madman part. Calculester, why are you trying to ruin my fun?
It was a matter of perspective, Calculester, where you see a table. Damien sees wood to set aflame to cook his food, so Damien is totally in the right to set it on fire. Calculester is right, Damien. Be responsible. Don't set fire to this table. Set fire to the cafeteria table designated for arson. You know, the green one by the door, in case of needing to set fire to a table on it.
Oh my god.
They have those.
I mean, Damien's at the school. They have those.
I think we need to put Damien in a little box where he can cause all the trouble he wants. So we're gonna go with the second option. We need to contain the problem.
Yes, friend Damien. Friend Wakujuz is correct. We must always obey the rules. The rules of Asimov. The rules of Spooky High. The rules of the universe with all of its structure and order. Fuck structure and order! Fuck Asimov and Spooky High! And fuck the universe! Stupid universe, making things like tables you're not supposed to set fire to! But Damien, rules are there for a reason. All things are there for a reason. Like the designated arson table. The reason the designated arson table is there is so that you can commit arson. But I don't want to commit arson that follows the rules! I want to commit arson that sets the rules on fire!
I gotta give this guy points for being consistent.
Yep. But friend Damien, if you set this table on fire, surely Crazy Martin, the werebear janitor, will give you detention, and you will set nothing more on fire for the day. Whereas, if you set the arson table on fire, you may be free to set many more things on fire for the duration of this day and every day.
Yeah!
Dude!
Oh god, we're just enabling him now. No, it's backwards.
Thank you, friend Wakujuz, for helping talk sense into Damien. I think we did a good deed here today.
A good deed? It's Spooky High? Perish the thought! Let's
We just prevented an arson to be committed right now. It will happen later.
Everybody chooses an object. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the players before clicking.
A knife.
A knife.
Spider-Man.
A knife, a sword. We got two more.
Banjo that's on fire.
Oh, banjo that's on fire. Okay.
Spider-Man.
I
No.
already picked one.
Spider-Man is an object.
Fine, we'll allow it. You have been captured by the enemy during a war. You have information that could tip the balance in their favor, and they know. Player order is decided based on how disturbed and afraid you would be. If you were confined in a room with a man that assures you he will make you talk with only the help of said subject. Object.
Oh god, they're all terrible.
Oh my god, he's gonna make me saw that sword.
He's gonna do puns at me forever.
No, he's gonna throw action Spider-Man merchandise at you forever.
Yeah, I'm worried what that man's
The
gonna do with that
merchandise
Spider-Man.
as puns.
So, Spider-Man in first. Who was that?
B-Man.
bman. Next up, we have sword, knife, and banjo that's on fire.
Yeah, Banjo was on fire. It's good.
Yeah,
Very
Banjo.
good. Either he's gonna pull some sick raps or he's gonna clobber you.
Actually, he's gonna do both. He's gonna play the Pine Box Boys while beating you.
Nice.
And while a sword is more hacky, I would personally say that a knife definitely can be used with a lot more precise nerve endings.
Yeah.
So, that would be Hazel.
No,
No, that would be Wakujuz. Brain. Okay. It is the evening. Now, it is a good idea to remember everyone's stats because the next one is the weekend. And that's a problem.
No school.
More to the point, events, which require other people's stats. So, B-Man, you need to carry on wooing whoever you were wooing. I've already forgotten.
I'm back. I was gone, but I'm back.
Oh, very good. B-Man, who were you wooing and what were you doing?
What was the mermaid? What was her name again? I keep forgetting.
Her name is Miranda, the genocidal mermaid.
Yeah.
You will need both charm and money.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, shit. Yeah, give me some of that.
Okay. Charm for the gym or money from the library?
Give me the... I need more charm right now, so give me some of that.
It's the lowest stat.
That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place.
Yay.
Again?
At one point, you're about to be eliminated by a player from the other team. But suddenly,
Oh, no.
you convince him not to throw the ball at you with a heartfelt speech about the importance of everyone's lives. The player bursts into tears, and you take advantage of that moment of weakness, throwing a ball at him.
Wait,
I'm the worst.
isn't that ball requires only one ball?
You lose -5 mercy, a stat that might be useful in Monster Prom sequel, but isn't now, and you gain +2 charm. By the way, marketing moment, Monster Prom 2 is in the works.
Oh.
Awesome.
The game was so close, the other team demands a rematch. This
I
one...
hope that mercy is not a stat and they reference it in the sequel.
Oh, they will. This one goes way worse. Your team is just down to you and Damien. The other team has all the balls except for the one you're holding.
We're boned. Time to just cover our nuts and let them get it over with. I mean, I'm only in this game so I can accidentally hit people in the face. I'm not, like, skilled. And it's not like you have some sort of super secret ultimate dodgeball trick hidden up your ass, right?
Actually, you do. You take a deep breath and bust out your ultimate technique. The 5-point ball exploding heart technique. Oh, gun!
Gun!
You had a gun in your ass the whole time.
Ah, yes. The most powerful dodgeball technique of all. Gun! You draw... You draw your weapon and fire wildly at the opposing team. They all try to take cover behind their dodgeballs, but dodgeballs are made of rubber and are therefore terrible cover. Luckily for them, they're all undead, or at least mythical beasts immune to conventional weaponry, so no one dies. Your senseless violence does distract them long enough for Damien to eliminate their whole team, though.
They say never to bring a knife to a gunfight, but they never said not to bring a gun to a ball fight.
Well,
I'm glad to know this
nobody-
is in America.
That's technically true. You have to stay late to clean up the carnage, but you still gain +2 fun and +1 boldness, and a heart with Damien.
Sure.
I'm okay with this.
Skippy.
Yeah.
I'd say you want some boldness, son.
Sure.
After all, you are, wait a minute. Polly. Yes, you want some boldness, son.
Alright. Let's get bold.
That day, you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. While in the bathroom, you tell yourself in the mirror that you're so bold.
You would kill a tiny big-eyed turtle with your bare hands.
It's pretty bold.
That monstrous act would instantly give you plus 500 boldness. But, come on. You're just talking to yourself in the mirror. What's the merit in that? You know what? You can keep 2 boldness anyway for saying that to yourself out loud. Polly seems really excited about trying a reverse Romanian Wilkinson with you. And the only thing you have to do is to get all the needed supplies. Which would be fine, except you have no idea what any of them are. Luckily, you've got a few spare minutes to try and figure this out. You do a quick search on your phone because you assume the internet must know something about this, as long as it's related to very weird sex fetishes. Nothing.
Huh?
While trying other keywords, you spot the Coven, looking over at your phone. Meet the Coven. They are this game's equivalent to magical girls.
Witches!
I'm down.
Always the same with you.
What?
What's up, witches?
Could it possibly be they know something about the reverse Romanian Wilkinson? No.
Crones, you have to help me.
They're always bitching so much about saving the world, they would never admit they're into these kinds of very weird sex fetishes. Maybe you're not searching hard enough on the net. Or maybe you're letting your prejudices blind you. There's not much more time to lose here. The solution is clear. You're tackling online searching in a very short-sighted way. You need to come up with unexpected search terms that will point you in the right direction. Use your, frankly, non-existent people skills to get the 3 witches to admit they know what a reverse Romanian Wilkinson is, and to tell you what they need for it. What the hell was going on with my voice?
I don't know. But
You
anyways,
know,
much is clear.
Look. I am desperate here. And when you're desperate to know something, what do? You go to the crones.
I will...
The bowel problem?
I will give you the... This is charm.
Macbeth had no charm and everything.
Are you going to pick option 1 or that one?
Or crones. I understand his hesitance. It's a very difficult question to ask. One to answer, anyway.
Skippy, a reverse Romanian Wilkinson is on the line here.
Yo, he might have actually stepped away.
Oh, he might have. Well... What he doesn't know won't hurt him.
Power flickered.
Oh, it was creativity! Thankfully, his creativity was better than his charm. Reverse...
Which one did you choose?
Hmm?
Which one did you choose?
First one.
Alright.
Reverse Romanian Wilkinson didn't work. You also tried other similar combinations of words. Very weird sex fetishes is too generic, while I want to have sex with a ghost doesn't work because it's also the title of a popular MTV reality show. But then, you suddenly have a stroke of divine inspiration. You type 10 ways to get deported from Denmark.
Alright, so what happened? I had a power flicker, what happened?
What happened was, you chose the right option. I'm not gonna tell you which one that was.
Alright, okay, so I'm Googling, I got too shy to ask witches about sex fetishes.
You have managed to find the reverse Romanian Wilkinson with the search term 10 ways to get deported from Denmark. And it works! Apparently getting caught practicing a reverse Romanian Wilkinson is number 7. Right between trying to marry a barracuda and asking politely to be deported from Denmark.
That's...
At least they're understanding about it.
Yeah, that's a pretty big disparage between things.
It looks like you need a penguin mask, a bag of marbles, and a kilo of guacamole.
Good lord.
You're
Yeah, dude.
quite sure you spotted someone from your class selling a mask like that the other day. And nobody online will mail you a kilo of guacamole. It's probably a health code thing. As for the bag of marbles, this is why God invented Craigslist. You write an ad and suddenly you're receiving tons of messages about it. Most of them are spam or very inappropriate sexual advances, but some of them are actually people willing to sell you a bag of marbles. Nicely done! In the end, it turned out to be exactly like that old toy commercial jingle. Marbles, marbles, you never have enough. They're perfect for booby traps and for super weird sex stuff.
That's
I
And
remember that jingle.
And as for you, you're the sultan of search engines. Now you have the bag of marbles. It's time to get the penguin mask before you start worrying about the guac. But for now, you gain +2 fun, and you bargain so well with the Craigslist dude that you actually get +1 money.
Let's go.
Ow. Stacking that paper.
Wakujuz, you have lots of money.
I do. I wanted to go and increase my charm, but people keep hogging the up.
Yep,
People keep hogging the gymnasium.
yeah, unfortunately.
I think the only answer to that is to become even more creative. Which I believe is...
Yep,
Yeah.
the auditorium. So, creativity and charm, I believe it was. Wow, that charm is gonna need some work. You're really gonna have to work that one.
I will overcome my lack of being likable by being creative and rich.
That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you totally forget your lines. It's terrible. But you don't let that get you down. You start improvising all your lines, and it's marvelous! Somehow it enhances the pathos of the play in unexpected ways. And that's saying something, since half of your improvisation is a rap battle against your inner fears.
Oh, I love it.
You gain +2 creativity.
nice.
You find Vera up in the lighting booth, stroking a white cat and glaring at the other students on stage.
love this
I
girl.
miss you,
She's so
Mr.
evil.
Bomb.
Where
I was expecting you, Mr. Bond.
where did she get that cat? Did she steal it? No time to wonder, she's talking to you.
Pathetic.
It's a prop from the sponsors.
Look at those ants down there, frantically rehearsing for the talent show. It means so much to them, which is why I intend to take it from them. That skank Elvira was so full of herself when she won last year with her stupid self-immolation trick. Well, I'll soon wipe the charred smirk off her undead face. The only question that remains is, how? My body is flawless, and my talents are matchless, but I don't like to leave these things to chance. Tell me, so that I can blame it all on you if things go wrong. How would you poison all the other contestants in the talent show?
I love this girl. She's so evil.
I know 3 people with acid.
Yeah. I'd send them each a box of chocolates, but instead of chocolates, it would be snakes.
Nah, too obvious.
I'd give them lead poisoning. Like, from bullets. Shoot them, is what I'm saying.
That's
Dang
What, are we
that's
hanging out
not-
with Damien here?
Yeah.
No,
that's-
no. She likes snakes. We're gonna send them boxes of chocolates that are instead full of snakes.
Okay, snakes.
But she wanted to blame you for it.
You have what my psychotherapist calls an irreparably twisted mind. I like it. Everyone will be
Looks like she
expecting me
likes
to send
flattery.
them poisoned chocolates. But no one will expect the chocolates to actually be snakes. It's like Sun Tzu said in The Art of War. Nobody expects snakes.
You're
Well,
pretty sure Sun Tzu never said that. But
well, nobody tried catapulting snakes.
But you nod and smile anyway.
Snakes on a plane, though? That's like catapulting snakes.
Yeah.
No.
You gain +2 smarts and +1 creativity.
Let's do this!
Yay!
Hazel.
Huzzah.
It's up
Yes.
to you now, Hazel.
What was the need for Zoe? Was creativity and
Uh,
fun?
charm. So, up a
And
random stat.
creativity.
Good luck with that. It's already taken, and so is charm. They've cock-blocked you.
I'm sorry.
What are the options?
Fun, smarts, or... Oh, here's another option for you. If you go to the fun place, you will actually get the shop.
Let's go to the shop. Say
Show
hello
me
to the
that
shopkeeper.
money.
Hi, stranger. It's been a while. I've missed you. It's okay. You can look at my stuff.
No.
You
can't
are-
update
You are
the
too...
shopkeeper.
You are too poor for cocaine. You are too poor for a penguin mask. I repeat, a penguin mask.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. I'm listening. I am listening.
A penguin... A pe-
Bob Ross one.
Excuse me while I cup my mouth into the microphone. A penguin mask, that is $10. That totally irrelevant aside, there are some impractical yet kind of funny glasses, a fake badass tattoo, a PR agent, the gift that keeps on giving, whatever the hell that is, a motivational Bob Ross poster, hell yes, a tampon used by the former prom queen, a Russian novel with an insightful approach to universal matters such as love and death, a sexy fake Latin accent, or nothing and you talk to them. Money is not important to Zoe, so you could go for one of these, and maybe one of these will unlock a secret ending. Maybe.
Oh, they only unlock secret endings, or do they give stat boosts?
Some of them give stat boosts, some of them unlock secret endings.
Well, the penguin mask is obviously for
Someone.
Don't you buy that.
I
Hang it out from
I'm
under
too
him.
poor. I too
So
poor.
maybe I'll buy it.
What the Bob Ross? Let me see the description. Crafting your art requires years of hard work. I want to see the description for Bob Ross. Sorry.
Okay. Crafting your art requires years of hard work, education from great manners, and tons of raw talent. But damn, that sounds exhausting. So let's settle for a motivational poster for now, okay?
Okay.
That actually seems fun, but I need. Well, I need creativity, so I might as well get the motivational poster.
Catch you later.
Extra creativity.
You know what? All profits made are donated to a good cause. Spoiler alert, the good cause is buying me a new phone. Sweet.
Okay. Like her already.
Okay. Something happened to Skippy.
Oh
Uh-oh.
boy.
Ah,
Memorize those stats, Skippy, because you will be asked to choose the highest one of one of them.
of what? Like among everybody, or?
Yep.
Oh fuck. Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna memorize this, Jay.
Sure.
I'm just gonna guess, dude.
Are there safe lines? Because I actually memorized the top of each one.
Is there anything more fun than a sleazy traveling carnival? Yes,
No.
apparently lots of things.
Oh, okay.
I don't understand. I'm the best at sports, and ring toss is a sport. Why am I not winning at the sport of ring toss?
Why am I not winning at the sport of burning this carnival to the ground and doing something cool with my weekend? We're not leaving until someone wins me that adorable Harold McDonghard from erotic fanfiction Dragon Heat plushie. He's anatomically correct.
These are some horny teens, man.
They're
Spoiler!
teenagers, there you go.
Spoiler, although we didn't roll this in the shop this time, last time I streamed, I'm pretty sure someone got the Dragon Smutfic Rider ending.
Nice.
I have calculated the odds of ring toss success, and they are 0.0005%. It would appear this game is rigged.
Rigged?
Not one.
That's
Not zero.
That's great!
No, Scott, that's bad.
Why? Don't we need it to be rigged? You can't spell rigged without win. And you can't spell win without team. So if we just work together...
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I mean, no. None of that. Like, actually none of that. But teamwork isn't a bad idea, and you decide to call upon your luckiest friend to help beat the rigged system. And you know who's lucky? Rich people! But which rich person to choose?
Oh.
Oh yeah, no, I got this actually. I got this. Ooh.
Hazel. Hazel can get so many rings, she could get an extra Sonic life out of them, which may not directly correlate, but who cares? bman. bman's wealth secured him season tickets to basketball, and he actually learned ring toss from fucking LeBron James, who, unbeknownst to many, is the LeBron James of ring toss.
Of course.
Yeah.
Why you guys keep using LeBron James? I grew up with Michael Jordan.
I think.
Therefore, you are.
I mean, at the worst, you sabotage someone else.
I don't remember. I think.
Not me.
I think Hazel had. Did
I
Hazel
just
have-
wasted my money.
Oh, you did?
My money.
All right, B-man then.
Moneybags B-Man shows up, money in tow, to do what the extremely rich of Spooky High do best. Ignore the rules of society due to a feeling of entitlement, and take whatever they want for themselves. Go, B-Man! Toss those rings! Do that sport! Win the thing! Sport! Rig that game! B-Man steps up to the ring toss booth, rings in hand, and throws the rings into Carney's face and then sucker punches him.
Fucking metal! Me?
No, it's just
A turn of phrase, don't worry about it.
Hazel takes the Harold McDonghard plushie and gives it to Zoe.
Ah, look at his tiny but proportionately huge manhood. He's so cute.
He's the worst.
He sure is, Zoe. He sure is. Way to turn this day around, you two.
I gave her the plushie.
Gaining +2 fun and +1 charm in the process.
Huh.
Let's trade places.
Way to go, pal.
Yay.
Everybody chooses something cool. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the players. Raggy-roo? Before clicking.
Metal music.
Metal music.
Wheelies.
Yes, that's a choice.
Guitar
An eagle
solos?
ramping the.
Okay, we'll replace that with guitar solos.
An eagle ramping the Grand Canyon on a Harley.
Damn!
Damn, dude.
I believe it's just B-Man or
No, I already
No,
gave my
yeah.
answer, remember?
Wakujuz.
It's Wakujuz.
Metal music.
Oh, metal music, eagle.
And I said guitar solo. So
Guitar
let's ask
solo.
everybody.
I said wheelies.
Oh, wheelies! Oh, damn! What a time to miss here. Player order is decided based on how awesome it would be if Japan built vending machines that sold the selected thing. Start debating now.
Ah, crap. They basically already have mine. You can just... It's
Well,
called
yeah.
the internet.
It's basically a bunch
man.
of rock
I wish you said that now.
enthusiasts
Can I
Use
take back
this-
wheelies? No, it's too late. I've already,
It's
I've
too
already
late.
made my bed.
Well,
And it's
well,
okay.
in my case, it's just basically dudes walking around a stupid vending machine in the cafeteria saying, "No, this is the best one." Slots in coin, and the Metallica solo plays out. No, this is the best one.
Why would you ask for it? Metallica.
I don't know. Everybody's
Metallica
stupid.
is not cool.
Okay, Dragon Force is the best one.
Yeah,
What
Dragon
about
Force is pretty good.
Ian?
You know what?
Wheelie.
I think we're gonna go random on this one. This one was a
Alright,
tough one.
fine.
Everything was just too damn cool.
Yep. The die is cast. Wakujuz first, bman, Skippy, and then Hazel.
Yay! Yay! Actually, it's pretty good if I'm the last guy. Might be.
Let's go.
Sometimes I may have to handle the cats. So
No
last.
problem.
Oh,
So,
have I been denied access to the gymnasium? No more!
oh yeah, you
big
really
chucky
need
buddy.
charm. You need a lot of charm, and by
No
the
one's going to go up to prom with me if I'm not sure.
that day, unsurprisingly, an epic dodgeball match takes place.
wow, so
Keeps
many
happening.
boss rank.
The match is
Wait,
every
this is a tournament arc for dodgeball.
Yep. The match is so intense and both teams are so into it that you decide to raise the stakes by betting part of your charm against part of the other team leader's charm. That commitment amazes your whole team, and their spirit is fueled by determination. I hope you don't lose this because, wow, you only got 2 charm to wager.
Yeah.
Oh, good lord.
Finally, you win and take +2 charm from the other team's leader, which you would have done anyway, but I like the drama. She's now a bit less fabulous.
Ha! Suck it.
Yay!
Your,
You're
perf-
doing it.
your performance in that game earns you a position as first pick on Vera's team for the next game. Sweet.
Sweet.
When you get
I would
over to
just
her...
like to comment the art. She looks like she was going to slam dunk.
Oh yeah. When you get over to her side of the court, though, you notice her furrowed brow. She's having trouble choosing the next
Hey
player.
there.
As much as I hate to admit it, I brought you over here because I need your help. You see, my acceptance at a top-tier business school is riding on this game. Everyone knows business schools hate losers, and dodgeball is basically the new golf.
I can agree with that.
I need to assemble a killer team, but my skills lie in discerning people's weaknesses, not their strengths.
But she picked me. Does that mean she thinks I'm terrible at this?
Yes.
That's where you come in.
Or the least worst at it.
Help me pick the best team, and I'll be sure to remember you fondly when I'm crushing peons with my business degree.
Picking teams
Business
is
degree is
your
very
jam.
It's a very large bat.
You whisper in Vera's ear, pick all the worst players. If we win, you're a god for leading losers to victory. If we lose, it's all their fault. Don't pick any of these chumps. I'll just hire us a team of homicidal dodgeball supermen who used to be mercenaries.
Why?
Also,
Oh my
These
god.
are both good options, but I think she would respect me waving my money around to hire a bunch of ex-mercenaries. So we're gonna hire a team of homicidal dodgeball super.
Nice.
Solving
Solving problems through unfair application of capital?
just the thing business schools are looking for.
Hire away.
You make a call to your preferred mercenary provider, and pretty soon you've got a team of hobgoblins who look like they could beat the shit out of the moon. Other spoiler, because we're
Wait,
well past the point.
They're bad. They can't.
Well,
remember stuff.
Well, for dodgeball, that's fine. And also spoiler, because we're well past the point where random events would take place.
Oh.
One of Damien's endings is that you let him, or rather you convince him, to beat up the sun.
That's amazing!
Oh, I thought you were gonna say burn out the sun.
Despite the other team's protests, the game begins. It lasts
14 seconds.
Obviously.
As the ambulance crew arrives to clean up the wreckage, Vera winks at you.
In the end, what matters most is that we work together as a team.
Yep. That's the moral of the story, alright.
Yeah, you come with a problem, I solve it. Teamwork.
You gain +2 fun and +1 charm.
Yeah, we're still digging out of that hole.
bman,
Alright.
you've got it all.
What do I need?
You were dating Miranda, right?
Yes, I wanna get in her pants.
Okay.
You need money and the charm?
I believe so, and your money is the lowest.
My money is pretty low now because of that, so like, let's get in there. Let's get in that library.
That day, you spend some time on the library's PCs, mining some bitcoins.
Woo!
This is supposed to have something to do with solving algorithms and the rise of cryptocurrency, but you guess that nobody actually has any fucking idea how it really works. Anyway, you gain +2 bitcoins, which is equal to +2 million dollars, which unfortunately is equal to 2 monster dollars. So, +2 money. Damn you, inflation. You see Damien about to punch some noob, when suddenly a dimensional portal opens between the two of them.
Hey, what the hell? I was about to punch that noob!
There will be plenty of noobs to punch, my fearsome paramour, when you are mine!
What?
I have traveled across time and space to find a fit commander for my armies, and for my bedroom.
No choice.
Oh, you want me to come over to your kingdom so we can kill people and fuck?
I wouldn't put it quite so crassly.
Fucking metal! Well, I would, and that sounds doper than hell! Which isn't hard, because hell is lame. But still!
But if Damien goes to another dimension to fucking kill people, how will he fucking kill people with you? There's only one thing to do. Defeat the prince's entire shitty army using nothing but a colander and some grapefruit. Show Damien a picture of the prince's armies wearing clown shoes and assless chaps.
Assless chaps.
No hesitation.
Nope! You recall a full-page glossy photograph you saw in the latest issue of Bad Armies magazine. You pull it out of your backpack and show it to Damien. It depicts the prince's armies wearing fluffy shoes and assless chaps, braiding the opposing force's hair.
The fuck is this?
Opportunity, Damien. Any general can win a war with an army that's good, but imagine the glory of winning with a bad army.
Huh? Oh shit. You're right. Let's make them worse. Give them boxing gloves and dip their heads in concrete. Cut off some of their fingers. Make them all carry fake babies in order to understand the responsibility of parenthood.
That's the attitude I expect from a great warlord. Victory will surely be ours.
All right, dude. I'm interested. Let me know when you've made your army even shittier, and we'll go from there, yeah?
Agreed, my love. Agreed. You doubt the prince wins many wars with that army, but he sure does seem to be winning Damien's heart.
Shit.
Curses, you lose -2 charm and -1 boldness.
Sure.
That can happen?
That can happen. You fuck up an
Oh,
event.
that sucks.
Bathroom! Bathroom!
Show me that money.
Oops! Oh yeah, it's the shop. You want that.
Bathroom! Penguin mask! Now!
Wait,
No
what?
questions! Penguin mask!
Wait.
We know what you
And-
want.
How the hell?
And
did
Skippy!
it change to-
Congratulations! On the one hand, your fun is now definitely above the level at 17.
Whoa.
That's a bit of a leap, ain't it?
Penguin mask!
But it's kind of dumb now, is the problem.
You are... You have been bimbified.
Let's do this!
Wait, the shop moved to the bathroom, or?
I made my
Yep.
choice.
The shop moves.
Yep,
Oh, okay.
the shot moves.
Okay. Didn't understand.
So, Hazel.
I need. What are my stats? 10, 8. Charm is out the table, so creativity
More creativity.
doesn't hurt.
That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you aren't especially good nor inspired. For once, it seems you aren't getting the classic creativity boost from the auditorium. But afterwards, while talking to your classmates, you're having trouble conveying your point in discussion, so you decide to convey it through music. You start singing, and then suddenly everyone else joins you in a kick-ass musical number. It's so amazing that the people with whom you were arguing totally get your points and change their minds once the song is over. You gain +2 creativity. You spot Zoe and say hello. She seems to be in a pretty good mood.
Oh, hey.
Hey, Hazel, sorry about running out on you before. I was just overwhelmed by all that cult stuff. Speaking of them, they've actually been a lot better lately. They're still pretty clueless, but at least they haven't given me any more dead animals. I wonder what's gotten into them. Well, better not to mess with success.
Zoe, out.
Anyway, I gotta go study for my ambush finance midterms. Later.
Ambush finance?
As Zoe leaves, you notice her cultists peeking around a corner. When she's
yeah.
gone, they sheepishly approach you.
Welcome to the end of the world.
Hey, Hazel. Praise be to you for your unholy wisdom and stuff. We were just wondering, did Zoe say anything about us? Does she like all the dead goats we're not giving her? Are we using the right pronouns? We all love her so much, and we want to make sure she's as happy, or unhappy, or ruthlessly insane as she can possibly be.
Let's start with happy.
I love her the most of all. Who said that? Whoever you are, you can't possibly love her more than I do. I'm the one standing in the front. I was standing in front last time. We all look the same because we're all wearing masks. Silence! You can't silence me. You're not my Grandmaster. Well, someone is, right? I mean, we have a Grandmaster, don't we? What kind of cult would we be without a Grandmaster?
A religion?
We-
Question mark?
We don't, do we? Well, that won't do. Please, Hazel, grace us with your wisdom. How shall we choose our Grandmaster? You need to learn and think like your mistress. Become a high school student for a day, and the answer will be obvious to you. The title of Grandmaster should go to whoever can compose the best theme song to sing to Zoe every morning as if it's a new episode of her life.
Oh, that has to be good. That is so fucking anime.
A theme song? But we have only ever got a guttural chants which twist the fibers of the mind. But if this is what our mistress commands, it must be done.
Your words wield truth.
Let the brainstorming begin. By the way, I kind of fucked up. You might well be on the way to a secret ending. The cultists all split up to compose the best theme songs they possibly can. Some write feverishly on notepads, others sing quietly to themselves. One of them just does a bunch of squats for some reason. Finally, they reassemble to deliver their results. Okay, we were going to do this as a contest. But most of us just came up with discordant chanting. One of us blatantly copied the Animaniacs theme, and one of us spent the whole time doing squats and now her legs are tired. So tired.
Let the ritual commence.
The Animax theme is a good close second.
Yeah. Anyway,
I'm the only one who actually wrote a song, so I guess I'm the Grandmaster now. Here, have a listen. We are the cult of Zoe. We always sing her praise. And if you think we can't, we'll torture you for days. That's why the people of this plane believe in Zoe, or else they get slain and eaten. Well, what do you think?
It's not really a theme song for Zoe, per se, but you think she'll probably get a kick out of it anyway. You get +2 fun and +1 boldness. You were after Zoe. Oh, yeah. You.
Okay. Am I on the secret ending or not?
I think you might be. Okay, everybody chooses a TV show. Say your choice out loud. Skippy.
The best TV show in the world, MASH.
MASH? Well, they do say that challenge questions are painless. bman.
Airwolf, Season 2.
Ooh, Airwolf. Wakujuz.
Animaniacs, duh.
Oh, fair enough.
Dang it, you stole my idea.
Hazel.
Freakazoid.
Which one?
Freakazoid.
Oh, Freakazoid. Super song extraordinaire. Oh, actually, no. Player order is decided based on how mind-blowing it would be if next year the showrunners revealed that TV show was a spin-off of Titanic.
Good lord.
Oh my god, Freakazoid!
Oh, no.
Singing the song. Oh god, that's
This
so
is really surreal now. This is really surreal.
I think the cartoons get the top billing.
So, that was Wakujuz with Animaniacs. So it's a choice between MASH and... No, Airwolf takes that.
Let's do this!
It's lunchtime! And in addition to the shop lady, there is another random character.
Oh, the one in the middle.
Yep,
Who is he?
but he's an NPC. He might have an event, he will have an event, but it won't get you any hearts with your true love.
Okay, let's go for Zoe.
Zoe and Calculester. You sit down with Zoe and Calculester. Zoe seems to have brought some fresh sanity today. That is, she has a screaming man strapped to the table and is currently siphoning his sanity out through the eye sockets.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Friend Zoe, I am afraid I must take issue with your current practice. What? Eating? Eating in a manner which causes a human to repeatedly scream "kill me" while voiding his bowels and bladder. It does not seem nice.
Are you for real?
Look,
Where's his pants?
I was born this way, okay? Well, not so much born as ripped from the fabric of reality itself and animated with equal parts raw malice and the concept of despair. But still, don't judge me! I do not possess the necessary firmware to judge you, Zoe. I do, however, wish that you would find another way to attain sustenance.
You can't stand to see these two at odds. Maybe you could convince Zoe to change her ways, or convince Calculester that they don't need changing. Zoe, why don't you eat this vegan brownie I bought instead? It's probably way tastier than that guy's sanity. Oh, come on, Calculester. Sanity isn't even one of the top 5 worst things Zoe could be devouring from this dude.
Well, it is. it isn't the top worst things. So I'll go with that answer.
Status, skeptical. Please list 5 things worse to devour from this man than his sanity.
Libido, ego.
No.
Desires.
Oh, that's easy. Deep-seated insecurities is one, poop is another, the crippling fear of death present in all models, P, and worst of all, opinions. Are his opinions really that bad? Well, he's a prominent user on Reddit. Understood. Analysis complete. Sanity is an acceptable food substitute compared to several things that are worse. Nice. It's like I always say, when life gives you lemons, compare those lemons to the all-consuming void. The void is way worse than a couple of lemons.
You couldn't agree more. Mostly because you're interested in smooching Zoe, but still.
Thanks, game, but I don't like lemons. I prefer
Well,
the
clearly Vera and I
I like
have something
lemons.
going, so I've got to talk to the Gordon lady.
Oh, I'm sorry, Skippy.
Life is hard.
You take your seat, and if you didn't know any better, you would say that it seems like Vera and Polly are almost more
you
interested
can
in their
only
phones. Yep, you can only sit once.
Oh, okay.
Than they are in you. And you do know better, and you know that yes, that is exactly what is happening right now.
Hey there.
It's nothing personal, Wakujuz. It's just that Polly and I are very engrossed in texting our financial slave.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to compete with some guy whose fetish is buying you anything you want. That's my fetish too. Not buying things for people. Having people buy things for me. Duh. Good thing he's rich enough to take care of both of us. You know what they say. True friendship is sharing secrets and financial slaves.
Still, I do worry that this arrangement might not be sustainable. What happens if he runs out of money? Our cash flow instantly stops. Besides, being handed everything you want on a platter, in this case the platter being an online money transferring platform, is almost boring.
Yeah, I get that. It's a little less boring when you're on as much acid as I am right now, but I see what you mean.
If we could somehow turn this into a business venture, then maybe it would get interesting. And we could continue to profit even after he's gone broke from catering to our every whim.
I mean, how interesting do you think business actually is? Since he's so obsessed with us, we should just tell him to do something totally insane and see if he does it.
I don't know. A weirdo giving away his money and getting into hijinks is great and all, but I want to start making real money.
And I think money is fine of all, but my favorite currency is chaos.
See?
Yeah, she can meet Damien over there.
Seems like the ladies are at a very exciting crossroads. Maybe a random bystander, nudge nudge, can give them a nudge in the right direction. You can easily grow this arrangement into a business. Just escalate and delegate. Have the financial slave go and acquire his own financial slave to give him money, and have that financial slave go and find a financial slave.
Oh, Jesus.
Clearly, we need to turn this dating sim into a money scheme, so let's start building that pyramid.
And I hadn't even said, tell him to marry a llama.
This is the best option, honestly.
That would increase our income exponentially, immediately, which are two of my absolute favorite adverbs when it comes to monetary gain.
I mean, one financial slave between the two of us is already strangely a lot to handle, so managing an army of them sounds draining.
But as long as it's a pyramid scheme, and we're at the top of the pyramid where we don't actually have to deal with lowlifes, who cares?
I think I'll just go check on my toilet wine.
Don't worry about it.
Wine?
Toilet wine.
Toilet wine.
Okay.
Don't worry about her. Polly wouldn't know a good business idea if it slapped her on the arse. Which happened one time, actually. But it's a long story, so forget it.
Anyway, we can tell people in order to become official certified financial slaves, they have to buy a kit of supplies. And they'll
Take
start
the
at
mask.
dirt slave. And then if they get 5 financial slaves under them, they can become a pathetic ground slave. And then they can work their way all the way up to gold, diamond, platinum, salchow, mocha, grand, supreme slave. This was a great idea, Wakujuz. We should go write the business plan together and prepare to profit.
She's speaking my language.
Did Vera just say she wants to profit with you? Holy shit! Vera sharing her cash flow is like third base for her. Awesome.
All right.
Nice.
I feel like the narrator knows a little too much about each one of those kids.
Yeah, my wife isn't even here.
So, Damien Scott, NPC, Catgirl. Beep.
I'll think I'm gonna be hanging out with Damien.
Fire!
I love this guy, come on.
Yeah.
He's actually my secondary.
You sit down to enjoy a nice normal meal at the Spooky High Cafeteria, as usual. Lol joke! Something fucked up is always going on here, and today is no different. Oh, hello, bman. Did you want to come sit with us and our imaginary friend? No one else is here. Their imaginary friend roars, and the whole cafeteria shakes. And I would like to remind you, Grandma Party, that Scott is the goodest sports boy, and I will hear no shit about him.
Okay, B-Man, you have some smarts. You're probably gonna figure this out pretty quickly. Why do we have a wild beast under our table? Why don't you take a guess?
He's asking you to guess, cause we totally forgot our plan.
Scott! No, we didn't! Shut up!
We were gonna teach it the piano, or maybe the saxophone. I lost my notes. No worries.
Aw, they're a match made in heaven.
No notes needed. You know exactly what they should do with this wild beast. The wild beast should be the new school mascot. Put him in a sports jersey and let's rock! Go team! It's obvious you brought such a beast to the kitchen to turn it into the next Monster Chef champion, so you can split the big Monster Chef cash prize. Also, look at Damien's blush. Oh my god.
I think I like the Monster Chef champion.
Unfortunately, no one is romancing Scott the goodest boy, because he's actually the easiest one to romance.
I've been romancing Miranda, but she's not here.
What a kick-ass idea. Which was obviously ours. You're right, that was our idea.
Hooray! We're geniuses! And I have just what we need here. Training montage music! Suddenly, you start a training montage in which the three of you try to teach cooking to the wild beast. You suck at it since you're not big shelves yourselves, and because it's a wild beast, and it keeps on devouring people and wreaking havoc. But it is quite an epic training montage. Afterwards, you're all sitting excited in front of a portable TV. The Monster Chef show is about to start. You're holding cute supportive signs, and you even got yourself a custom-made t-shirt of the wild beast. Whoa, this is the big day. Also, how is it that we trained the wild beast and it's now on the show if it's still noon and the cafeteria time hasn't even ended?
Nice fourth wall
He's very
breaking.
aware.
Scott, time works in mysterious ways when it comes to training montages. Okay, boys. I only hope it isn't a souffle challenge. We know the wild beast isn't good at souffles.
The wild beast isn't good at anything aside from devouring people and wreaking havoc. You quietly watch the show. The challenge is Beef Wellington.
Fuck yeah, no souffle.
Not so surprisingly, once the challenge begins, the wild beast just starts to devour the other contestants and destroy the show sets. You see the judges screaming,
Who the fuck let a wild beast into the competition?
the wild beast is disqualified.
Well, I guess that's it.
We might not have won the cash prize, but we won the most valuable of prizes. The prize of laughing at our wild beast fucking up everything on the Monster Chef set, which is a memory we'll cherish forever.
Hell yeah.
Is Damien ready to cherish memories that include you? Wowee!
Sure.
Skippy, Cat Girl, or other guy?
Oh, Lord Thundering. Well, let's talk to this other guy. What's up with this other guy?
Oh, it's Scott's Wolfpack. You're about to dig into a delicious bowl of beef jerky when you see the Wolfpack across the table, panting at you.
What's up, noob?
Yo, dog, can we have some of that beef J you got there? We love meats that have been jerked. Come on.
I fucking do.
We'll totally trade you anything for our lunch.
You can have this dead ferret, or this half-chewed telephone receiver, or, well,
Kilo of guac!
while one of them is talking, the others just straight up eat your beef jerky. You hit their noses with a newspaper, but it's too late.
Whoops! Guess we gotta trade after all, huh? Which of our foods do you want, dog?
Kilo of guac.
How about this black plastic bottle labeled, "Seriously, don't drink this, it's poison." Or, "Nothing. Give me my beef jerky back. Now."
That sounds like the boldest answer. Give me my meat back, you fuckers. You fuckers.
But we already ate it! It's in our stomachs!
That's a weak excuse if you ever heard one.
Rip them open!
You dive into the leader's mouth.
Ah! Stop rooting around in my stomach!
You're too busy rooting around in his stomach to reply, but that seems like a pretty good response on its own. You climb back out of the pack leader's mouth, beef jerky clutched triumphantly in your teeth. Also a lung. So
Yay!
hungry! Your classmates break into a slow clap that soon becomes a standing ovation. Sometimes you gotta fight for your right to jerky. You gain +4 boldness.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
And remember,
Some
he's doing all that with a
freaking
human mask.
weirdo with a bag of marbles and a penguin mask just hauled his way down a werewolf's throat to get his lunch back.
Everybody chooses something bad. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the players before clicking.
Grandma Party's opinions about MASH.
Ooh, that's pretty bad.
You fucker.
That's also some shade. B-Man.
Dating sims.
Dating...
How meta? Are you being
How meta? How dare you? You're going fourth, buddy. Wakujuz.
Sorry, I spoke out of turn. I am Wakujuz, and I do vote for dating sim.
Hold on a second. I'm back.
Oh,
Hey.
yep. Hazel. Something bad.
Ubisoft. No, wait. Activision.
Activision. Well, shit, that's pretty bad. We had one left, I think?
It's
What about
P-Man.
me?
Oh, right, okay. Player order is decided based on how interesting it would be if the selected thing was a key component
You
of
didn't
a...
let me vote?
Hmm?
You didn't even let me vote.
Oh! Say the thing, quickly.
CCP, Chinese Communist Party.
Oh! Very good. Key component of a supervillain's plan in a movie. Start debating now. Well... I'm afraid that dating sims definitely comes forth there.
Well, Activision is already a corporate.
With a
the Illuminati.
with a close second and third place with Skippy's idea. I don't think we can really weaponize bad opinions about MASH.
We can absolutely weaponize the bad opinions about MASH because it's harmed me.
Just write them on the side of nuclear missiles.
It has done so much harm to me. If we could spread that out worldwide.
So
think how awesome an evil plan based around dating sims would be. You could corrupt all of the youth.
Fine, you've argued it. These two are already evil. That's not interesting. So, shit. That does leave Skippy in second.
Alright, well, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to bounce now.
Oh, you're gonna need to head off?
Yeah.
That's okay. We'll, remind me who you were after, and I will write that down.
Miranda.
Miranda.
Miranda,
If I can't
second
get
option.
Miranda, then try to get to Ding.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can remember that.
Yeah, because like first Miranda, then second Ding.
Yeah. I'll try to aim for that.
Okay. Take care, man.
Bye, guys. Have fun.
Already.
Okay. Well, third would be bman, fourth would be Wakujuz, I guess. Welcome to the final turn.
Okay.
Starting with Hazel.
Yay! Stats. I need charm, I assume.
You're going for Zoe, right?
Right. Is it fun? Or
No. No. If you're going for Zoe, I can say you can pick whatever you want.
Creativity or charm? Was it?
It was, but you're there, bro.
Oh, okay. I can go to the job. Let's make some money because I want to see the other ones.
That day, you spent some time on the library's PCs, playing some good old online poker against a Nuclear Throne character. Nice.
A nuclear what?
Nuclear Throne. It's the Fishman from Nuclear Throne.
Oh, okay.
Gambling seems like a stupid and dangerous decision. But who cares? This time it paid off, so fuck it. You gain +2 money. You finish what you're doing, and are about to settle down for some quality slacking off, when Zoe's cultists come shuffling over.
Welcome to
good.
the end of the world.
What do these clowns want?
Greetings, mighty prophet. Your disguise is so convincing today. You look for all the world like an ordinary high school student.
Yes, my cultist friends.
Yeah, cool. You ask them what they want. Want is a concept alien to us. We receive everything we could possibly desire through communion with our dark mistress.
Okay, what does she want?
But, we need some advice.
Okay.
You see, tonight is the recurrence of an event which used to bear great significance to the cult of Zagord. It is the night when the bloody moon passes between the jaws of Dracolich Peak, causing this realm and the plane of torment to merge.
Uh-huh.
We usually plan all kinds of events for NWTB MPP TJODP CTRATPOTTM.
Oh, they spell it out. Okay.
Gee, thanks developers. I know I read this game out last time, but did you have to leave landmines for me? Ritual.
Okay, then the profane summoning and partial reading of Dianetics. I'm trying to help you out.
I mean, a partial reading of Dianetics. That's evil in and of itself. But the cult of Zagord is no more. We are the cult of Zoe now, and we want to do something to show Our Lady of Endless Regret how much we've changed.
Let the ritual commence.
As you have not yet led us astray, O great and terrible prophet, we humbly petition you for advice. What ritual would be worthy of the mighty Zoe? A classic cult suicide, except instead of drinking poison, we all drink delicious blue Gatorade. Or the most powerful bonding ritual ever, a cute slumber party.
That's pretty anime. That's pretty anime. Let's do that.
Disgraceful.
Nope.
Adorable.
A cute slumber. But we trusted you. We followed your advice. We truly believed you were the prophet of Zoe. But all this time, you were simply trying to force our Dark Master back into the slumber from whence it emerged aeons ago. You try to explain what a cute slumber party actually is, but the cultists interrupt you.
Just give up, you mortal.
Enough of your lies, heretic. Prepare to get sacrificed. Oh no! You hate being sacrificed. The cultists grab you, strip you naked, and paint a lot of really unattractive sigils on you, using a fluid you only hope is only blood. Blech. They're just sharpening all of their very unorthodox knives when, thank your lucky stars, Zoe appears.
Hey, stop that! No sacrificing my friends. Bad cultists!
Friend, but this non-believer has been scheming to return you to your baleful slumber all along.
Hard pass.
Oh, we'll go ahead then.
Zoe turns around and leaves you alone with her cultists. Definitely not who you wanted to be left alone with. You lose -2 boldness, -1 fun, and all of your favorite organs.
Oh, dang it.
Sure.
Skippy, you're also very blatantly in the ballpark unless you fuck this up.
Alright, I'm feeling pretty set. So, do you know what I want to do? I want to go... I want to max out the fun. I want to go to the outdoors.
First time we got in the outdoors, and the outdoors is great. I love the outdoors.
I want an outdoors party, sir.
That day, during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy! You have no idea how it escalated so much, but at one point, there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party! You gain +2 fun.
Yay!
Okay, so you have the marbles and the penguin mask.
Yes.
You posted a tweet a while ago begging for a kilo of guacamole. You promised a handsome payment.
I'm broke.
And today is the day that paid off. Someone with the clearly fake account, Wilkinson Romania 69, has DM'd you. You've arranged a meeting at the outskirts of your school, where all shady deals take place. Boy, is this complicated. If only you could buy guacamole at the supermarket or the pharmacy. Elders usually tell stories of how it was done that way centuries ago. The good old times. While daydreaming of days when guac was easier to get, you bump into Wilkinson Romania 69, who turns out to be none other than Liam.
Uh-oh.
Hey, heard you needed some bespoke sex supplies.
Like fair.
What? I've lived for many centuries. Of course, I know what a reverse Romanian Wilkinson is, not to mention where to find some good guac. I'm all in it for the people ready to explore the limits of their sexualities and the potential uses of avocado. But this is going to cost you, my fellow friend.
Doesn't matter. Anything. I'm wearing the penguin mask. Let's do this.
Use your sweet negotiation skills and toss all the money you can find in your pockets at him. Or blackmail him. You take the guac in exchange for never telling anyone he's a kinky vampire who carries guac around.
I'm feeling bold. Let's blackmail him. Let's blackmail this nerd.
So charming!
So charming!
Ah, the eternal struggle of the artisanal sex merchant. Our natural clients are by their very nature also the most devious and depraved.
Penguin mask.
Gone. Take the unclean spoils of your cruel blackmail. I will yield in order to protect my spotless reputation. Oh, alas!
You get the feeling he's enjoying this. Maybe getting blackmailed is his fetish?
So great.
Who cares? The important thing is you've obtained the guac, while also obtaining +2 boldness and +1 charm.
Yes.
Right.
Reverse Romanian Wilkinson. I sacrificed so much.
Right, now B-Man was going for Miranda. He has the money, he does not have the charm. Let's fix that.
Yeah. The
That day, I think you can guess what takes place.
yeah.
Many people fall during the battle. You can't take any more. So you valiantly go straight to the other team's leader and start negotiations for a truce. Yes, a truce in a dodgeball match.
It's called a tie.
After hours of intense diplomacy, you commit to an agreement. What an unexpected twist! You gain +10 righteousness, but this game is wrong in so many ways that you would be lucky if you could do anything with that. And +2 charm. I hope you enjoy your righteousness. Afterwards, Damien comes up and punches you affectionately in the shoulder. Hey asshole, go to hell! Like, literally, my house is in hell and I'm inviting you over. Don't read too much into it. Only one problem. In order to get there, you kinda gotta damn your immortal soul. So, how about it? What crimes against God and man will you commit so we can hang out? Oh, I think I'm already damned. Looking into your eyes feels so good it must be a sin. Or, I'll run over a bunch of nuns with a lawnmower. Hazel, I believe...
so fucking suave.
You're gonna be suave. Well, B-Man's gonna be suave.
Yeah.
Nope!
Looking into my eyes, huh? Let me check the rulebook.
Damien pulls out a copy of the Holy Bible with Bible crossed out and replaced with butthole.
Nope. Gazing deep into my eyes isn't in here. Gazing deep into my butt, maybe. The laws of heaven and hell are pretty strict about butts. But eyes, the only rule about them is that if Dupe stabs one of yours, you should stab one of his. You can stop with the intense eye contact now. It's creepy.
But you can't stop. There's something wrong with your eyes. You go to the doctor to have them surgically replaced. And then you then you have to stab the doctor's eyes because of the Bible. It's a whole thing. You lose -2 money and -1 charm, which... Well...
Oh, damn.
Shit.
Well...
Let's go.
We fucked up.
We fucked up. Wakujuz.
Does he still have a chance with Damien?
But I don't think I can become more charming or bold off the bat, so I think we're just gonna go to the auditorium. We've had a grand time every time we've gone there, so
well,
let's go and get more creative.
You're creative. You're smart. You can't get charm. I'm not gonna lie, you also don't have an amazing chance. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you are struck by lightning of inspiration. You come up with the ultimate nickname for yourself. You tell everyone to call you by it, also known as one of the 7 most douchebaggish moves in the world.
Fantastic.
But the nickname is so awesome, inventive, and appropriate that people decide to go with it. Quite the feat. You gain +2 creativity. We, the devs, dare you to actually come up with a nickname for yourself and ask the other players to call you by that name until the end of this run, which is next turn. You
Dabs a lot.
Oh, I didn't realize the pause is for me. You've been cutting out a little bit.
You turn around to find Vera staring at you, and by you I mean Dabs a lot. This often happens, but for some reason it's not a death stare this time. She actually looks kinda happy to see you. Weird. You decide to do what you do best. Push your luck. I need to check a thing. Nope, creativity is not part of it. However, if you can somehow get charm, I'd say you might be in with Vera.
Finally, if you'd taken any longer to come over, I would have had my minions drag you here. Listen, my date for tonight was unexpectedly eaten by vultures. Totally not my fault. Anyway, I need to fill the slot somehow, and I thought maybe you could recommend one of your more attractive friends.
Son of a bitch!
Just kidding, darling. You're not half bad. But seriously, meet me at the Thousand Arms at 9:15 p.m., or the vultures will eat twice today.
That's quite the ultimatum.
Did Vera just ask you on a date? She did. This is like Christmas in whatever damn month it is right now.
Christmas in July. The saying is Christmas in July. Thank you, game.
But if you don't want this to be more than just a one-time thing, you'd best come up with an incredible dinner gift to win her over.
Secret ending?
A magic mirror that will always tell her how fabulous she looks. Or the head of her greatest enemy. I'm not gonna lie, you've probably got equally bad chance.
I would probably have to say the head of her greatest enemy is something she would appreciate the most.
You track down Vera's arch nemesis, Grabo Grimpley, werewolf philanthropist. Unfortunately, this was the wrong guy. You're not sure how to decapitate a werewolf, though. So you figure you'll just bring his head, attached to his body. Grabo's happy to tag along. He's a pretty friendly guy, even if he does talk a little too much.
Why is he here? Are you two friends? Wait, were you only trying to win my affection as part of an elaborate scheme to get me in the same room with Grabo? For the last time, you mangy do-gooder, I will not donate to your stupid charity to end stupid polio in stupid Slambania!
Vera tries to have Grabo ejected from the restaurant, but he's too rich. You spend the next 3 hours listening to him talk about his charity. By the end of hour 2, you're ready to chop your own head off, if Vera doesn't beat you to it. You lose -2 charm and 1 boldness.
I finally figured out how the stat check system worked. The vanity thing would have been charm.
So, Hazel, remind me who you're asking to prom.
Wait. Was it ask? Well, I cannot screw it up, so let's try it.
Skippy is going for Polly.
Still wearing the mask.
Okay. I think it was... I can't... Miranda?
Yeah.
Oh god, she's singing princess songs. And Wakujuz, you can also ask for none of them.
I'm pretty sure I screwed the pooch with Vera, so we're going by ourselves.
Let's go.
Going Frankenstein.
Let's do this.
Oh, I just made myself sad.
You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you.
Oh, no, it's not possible for us to go together in this timeline. You see, this is the alternative universe where I get to have fun at prom, which I highly suspect won't be possible if going with you.
Woo!
Oh.
She wears floaties anyways. You can't trust someone who wears floaties.
It's nothing personal, just that you are very boring and unpleasant. But hey, you should totally call me if you happen to be in the horrible, forgettable prom AU sometime.
Zoe, out!
Oh.
Oh
Okay.
boy. Someone should write a fix-it of this.
I screw the pooch with the cultists.
Who needs prom? You focused on your career goal of becoming a round surgeon. You studied hard and passed all the tests. Unfortunately, no hospital wanted to hire you because it turns out that going to the prom with a cool date is an essential requirement on a surgeon's resume.
Point of order, she is not a cool date. She does fanfic.
And so you never got a job, and in the end you became homeless. Don't even dare to think the monster prom isn't important.
All right.
Nice one, game.
Plucking up the courage.
Yuck!
Eek! My sisters told me that I could get diseases if I dated commoners. Stuff like crabs or poverty. I must decline.
Disgusting!
Poverty's contagious.
You couldn't get a date for monster prom. Actually, you couldn't get a date for the rest of your life. Some nights, alone in your bed, you wish sadness was an STD, because at least then you wouldn't be getting so much of it.
Let's go!
This game is fucking savage.
You asked no one to prom, because you don't need anyone else to make the most out of the night. Sometimes you feel like you have to get a date to be anyone in this wicked world. But that's not true. You're your own person, and that's the most important thing. Love is wonderful, sure, but you have no hurry in finding it. Prom shouldn't be a deadline, but a night to remember. And you do so! You have a wonderful night! Going alone to prom doesn't mean being lonely. You have tons of fun with your classmates. You rock! Nothing is as sexy as being independent and strong on your own. And people notice, so who knows? You might eventually date one, or some of them. But today you marry the night.
Sure.
Penguin mask, guacamole, bag of marbles. It's all here.
Oh, here we go.
You're the real deal, huh? So, it's a date. And what a date it shall be, right? So happy to finish that unfinished business.
Going on.
Prom night comes, and you're as ready as you can be for the Reverse Romanian Wilkinson. You still have no clue about how it works, but you'll trust in the odds by improvising and giving Polly the lead.
This is about to get nasty.
In the end, it turns out to be mind-blowing, even though you are still incapable of describing it. But who cares? You'll never be the same again! Also, you did a good deed, helping Polly. But she's still the same. She catches your confused look.
What? Oh, yeah. About that. I lied about the whole unfinished business thingy. I just like a good old Reverse Romanian Wilkinson. Sorry, not sorry.
Oh dear God.
Good enough.
Good enough. The only good ending.
Oh my god. No, there were two good endings.
So, yes.
Hazel, most likely.
to never be understood. That's right. It's way too close to home.
And Polly's quote, her inspirational quote is,
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, but what does kill you makes you a sweet, kick-ass ghost.
So, that was Monster Prom. Did everybody have a good time?
That was extremely
that was
gratuitous.
something, all right.
That was
great.
extremely gratuitous. And we're going to narrate the end, and then I'd like to thank bman, Skippy, Wakujuz, and Hazel. I'd like to thank everyone who hung out in chat. And, yeah, usual spiel. If you like the madwelshman.co.uk, if you like the streams, if you like the arts, then please support. And also, give Skippy a watch. He's good.
I'm fine.
Those 2 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Miranda started a non-profit to help countries without a monarchy. Because all countries should have the right to be graciously ruled by the Mer Kingdom.
Okay.
Zoe dedicated the next several years to writing her most ambitious fanfic ever. It focused on the struggles of Shaggy containing and controlling his limitless power.
Nice reference.
It delved into the psychological nuances of the Mystery Gang, while also including crossovers with Akira, Flubber, and the unbearable lightness of being. It was said to mix Tolstoy's mastery of prose and the juiciness of a very juicy Big Mac. It ended up entering the Western literary canon. Polly took a summer job as the ghost of Christmas Present. She spent most of her time partying. There was almost no work because, you know, it was summer.
Okay.
For those 2 weeks, the monster prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Roll credits and theme song.
Not the one that the cultist made, please.
Oh, no.
It was neat.
Yeah, thank you for running this.
No probs.
That was fun. Thanks, man.
The almost to be the undead group.
Yeah, Polly's a lot.
Jesus.
She is the worst. Are
these new art or this is the same that it was in the original?
Some of this is new.
Okay.
By the way, there is a different ending theme song with certain endings.
Okay.
For example, if you take one ending, there is actually a rap song. Oh. I'm just gonna let this play and then it will be goodbye, everybody.
Yeah.
So I guess everybody
I'm
should
watching.
say their goodbyes.
I'm gonna watch with you till the end, if you don't mind.
Oh, of course.
It was a real good time. I will see you for the next crazy game.
Bye. Interesting game. I might add it to the list.
Yeah, it's currently $8 right now, I think. So we have unlocked 12 new images in the gallery, and we unlocked a secret ending.
The
Reverse Romanian Wilkinson, yes.
Wilkinson, yes.
Oh my god, I never thought we'd actually get that ending.
You would have gotten 2 more if we didn't scrooge the pooch.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway, take care, everyone.